Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for clicking on this Smashy Smashy Eggman movie reviews and more. As you can see, I am no longer at the theater today for my third movie of three that I went and saw on my day off. Just came home so I could start relaxing after the day of watching movies, which, why would one need to relax from spending a day in the theater? I actually don't have any weird theater stories. So the last movie I went and saw was the Fathom Events presentation of Kevin Smith's newest movie, Clerks 3. Now, Clerks is one of my top 100 favorite movies of all time. It's actually within the top 20. It's in the first quarter of my 100 favorite movies. So when he said he was making Clerks 3, I was like, I'm going to see that. Then I looked at my calendar and went, I have one option to see that. So I accepted that challenge and went and checked out the movie tonight. And that's kind of why I went and saw Pearl. That's why I went and saw How You See Them Run. Now You See Them Run. How You See Them Run. Was because I was going to see this movie anyways. It only had one showing, and I could make it all work to see all three movies. So, Clerks 3. I really enjoyed this movie. You absolutely have to watch Clerks. You absolutely have to watch Clerks 2. And you absolutely have to watch Clerks the Animated Series to get every last reference that this movie makes. But it is such a good movie. Kevin Smith did such a good job telling this very funny, yet very I don't cry at movies, and I didn't really cry at this movie. I got watery-eyed, because this movie, it's done very well, because it's the third part of a story of two guys. Not to mention, these guys have appearances sprinkled out through a bunch of the other View Askew movies. It felt like the end of these characters. Which I think was good. I think this was the way to do it. Basically, the movie takes place, obviously, after Clerks 2. Dante and Randall now own and operate the Quick Stop, and they have rented the RST space to Jay and Silent Bob, who are running legal weed, because weed is legal in New Jersey. Therefore, Jay and Silent Bob are no longer pot dealers. They are now pot sellers. They're legal. A great bit at the beginning is Jay and Silent Bob are standing outside of their store and somebody wants to buy. Again, it's legal. They can just walk in and type it into a counter and be done. It's a dispensary. But they still do it like you would have done it in the 90s, trying to keep the money down and doing all the secretive stuff so nobody knows what's going on. It's a hilarious bit, and it kind of sets the tone for the rest of this movie. You get to catch up with the characters, again, Dante, Randall, Jay, Silent Bob, and Elias, and where they've been since the ending of Clerks 2. Rosario Dawson also does play Becky again, but that is in a very different capacity to the rest of the cast. Eventually Randall has a heart attack. He's rushed to the hospital. And he has an 80% chance of survival, or 80% chance of dying, 20% chance of survival. He survives and decides to make a movie about his life. And obviously the movie he's making is Clerks. And Silent Bob talks way more in this movie than he does in most of the View Askew-averse movies, but it's all the right, it's time. You want him to talk. It's fine. And Kevin Smith does a good job. Every time he talks, I'm pretty sure one of them is Silent Bob's actual line for the movie, and the other one, because this movie is all about referencing the creation of Clerks, and how Kevin Smith made that movie, I'm pretty sure the second line that Silent Bob has in the movie is just 100% a reference to something because it's, they're recreating one of the scenes from Clerks, and it's where Silent Bob talks. They're recreating that scene, and it's Jay trying to say the dialogue that inevitably Silent Bob says, and then Silent Bob yelling at Jay for not knowing how to act, and then just doing the dialogue himself, which I'm pretty sure is how it happened in the filming of Clerks, is that Silent Bob wasn't supposed to say anything in the entire movie, and then Jason Mewes kept screwing up his dialogue, his monologue so badly that Kevin Smith just did it himself as Silent Bob. So I'm pretty sure that was a great reference, and it gets so many cast members back from the first Clerks movie to reprise their characters as they're shooting these new versions, the Randall version of these scenes. So everyone looks older, but it's a lot of fun. I really enjoyed it. They make references to Clerks, the animated series, which I thought was hilarious. I'm not sure how many people in the theater had seen that show, and therefore caught the three references that were made to it. But I caught them, and I thought they were each delivered perfectly and were really they were really nice pieces of the movie. I think overall this is a great Kevin Smith movie. Like, it's got the right dialogue. It's got, like I said, it gets you at the end. If you're a fan of these movies, it gets you at the end, and it's just a really good movie. I really enjoyed myself. I was not wrong when I said in the See How They Run movie review that I was pretty sure these movies were going to stack up, where See How They Run was going to be my least favorite of the three, Pearl was going to be the middle ground, and Clerks 3 was going to be my favorite movie of the day. And that's exactly how it panned out. Clerks 3, it was really good. I thought it was really well done. I thought it was a great ending to this story. And if you're a fan of Kevin Smith, if you're a fan of the View Askewverse, it's worth it. It's worth finding a copy, because I know tonight was the last night it's playing in theaters, so I can't tell you go get a ticket. I can only say if you come across it when it comes out on Blu-ray, or you see it on streaming, watch it. It's a good time. It's worth it. I really enjoyed it. I've had an interesting night, an interesting day at the theater. I haven't done 3 movies in one day at a theater since like 2016, 2018. I can't remember. It's whenever Fast 8 came out. So I feel like 2018 is the correct answer. So probably 2018. Because I saw that, Ghost in the Shell, and the live action Beauty and the Beast. So I feel like that's 2018. Is the last time I did 3 movies in a theater in a day. So it was interesting doing that again. It's not something I recommend doing often, but you got a free day, and there are ample movies you want to watch. It's not a terrible way to spend your day. It's a very lazy way to spend your day, but it's not a terrible way. All right, I am Martin Prevost. This is Smashy Smashy Eggman, movie reviews and more. Like, comment, subscribe, all that stuff. And I'll talk to you later. Have a good one. Peace.